Hey y'all. Listen, it's been a long time since I've been on the messy side of TikTok. I was really in prayer about being on the messy side of TikTok because I didn't want to be known for that. Um, but maybe my prayer didn't get answered because I still keep running into people on my Uber routes that be messy. And then I feel compelled to tell y'all because somebody got to know what I be hearing. So here it go. This is the last one. I ain't gonna make no more. I'm not. Okay, so these three ladies jumped in. They was here for a concert, and I am going to change the names to protect those who are not so innocent. Okay, so the three ladies jumped in, and they were in the back talking amongst themselves, and they was like, "Have you texted her?" I don't know. Like, I did text her. She said that she was in her Uber and she was on her way to her dinner date. And then the other one was like, I texted her and she told me, I'm not gonna do nothing. I'm not. This is not what this is about. And so, and I'm just riding. I'm driving them to their destination. And one of the ladies goes, "Oh, well, I know you see three of us, but there's another one. She's on her way to a date. She is going to meet somebody that she went to school with 60 years ago. They dated, but they were not doing the do." I was like, "Oh, okay, that's cute. That's pretty cute, you know." And so I said, "Oh, well, that's cute. They get to meet up. They still know each other. That's pretty cool." She's like, "Yeah." She was like, "They still know each other. Um, they both, they went on about their life and got married, had children and all of that. And honey, if you see her, she's so cute. She's all jazzy, even though she's in her 70s. She's super jazzy, still young, vibrant, all of that. Be in the streets, always out doing stuff." I said, "Oh, that's cute." And she said, so she's on her way to have lunch with him. And I said, "Okay, cool." So then one of the other ones says, she said she needs to be penetrated. I was like, "Oh." I said, "Oh, they still do that at that age? Oh wow, get it in, honey." And so she said, I told her to do it. I told her she need to do it. And I said, I second that. You've been questioning, wondering all these years. Why not? Who's gonna know? What happens in Nashville stays in Nashville. And so I said, "Well, is she married still?" They was like, "Yeah." I said, "Do he know that she going to see the other person?" "No." I said, "Oh." And to be fair, he married too. I said, "Oh." Does his spouse know? I don't think so. Neither of their spouses are well, so they're not doing the do with either spouse. I was like, "Ooh, I know what they're gonna be doing for lunch." What y'all think?